What's up, YouTube? This is the Billy Bob HD bringing you another Let's Play. Today I've got a brand new series. This is Hearts of Iron 4, the modern day mod. We're playing as Nigeria here this campaign. We just finished up our North Korea campaign, and so wanted to swing back around and try a new one out for you guys. I had a lot of people asking for African countries. I took a look around, and Nigeria, at least to me, seemed like the most interesting one out of all the suggestions I got from the viewers. And so we've actually got a pretty decent starting position here of 455k or so manpower to start out with. We are sitting at volunteer only, so we have lots of space there in terms of manpower to move forward. We actually have a decent starting army here with 8 divisions total, a tank division, 3 mechanized, and 4 motorized. So some quick type units here right off the bat. This one's a combat with 18. The motorized mechanized is sitting right at a 30, so we're gonna have to even some of these out, which we'll be able to do by finding and putting in for some more army experience there. And then a combat with 36 here on this massive armored division. And so yeah, we've got to pick our first research slots here. It is year 2000 that we're starting off, so let's go over to industry here and see how we're looking. We do need to update here, for example, modern construction tools. So we'll get that going. 2000 here, encryption, decryption, etc. So protected networks, we'll grab that. Decryption, encryption, radar. We could update the Air Force, which I always like to do, right? Navy, not looking so modernized really at the moment, so we've got some work to do there. I'm actually going to plug in for a doctrine here to start out with. Mobile warfare, artillery, okay, support equipments and such, and then infantry. So let's also throw in a red dot sight there to finish that off. Free military factories, we have 4. And so the front lines, I guess, start off with all the appropriate equipment. Although, did anybody have artillery? I don't think so. We're going to need support equipment there and trucks, obviously. Mechanized and support equipment, and then tanks, mechanized, and support equipment. So, obviously, we're going to start off with some infantry equipment production there, support equipment, motorized, and then I've got one more factory to start off with. Let's go with these light or regular mechanized. Need to take a quick look here. These are not lights. These are regular mechanized units. So let's put in for the Gen 1 IFV here, like that for my last factory. I do have a singular dockyard to start producing, and let's throw you onto submarine production. Civilian factories, okay. Obviously going to plug in for a civilian factory here right off the bat, because we only have 2 that are able to go into production here at the moment. So they'll have something to work on. I was looking at the focus tree earlier. I do like to start off with the industrial focus stuff. You can see we're actually going to come down this way and get some additional resources, and then you've got all the factory development here. We're going to hit that up first, and then we can start getting into some political stuff, and quite a few things to choose from here. Naval focus, air focus, nothing really specific to Nigeria itself, I don't think, but a good mix, at least enough to keep it interesting as we sort of continue here. And so we're actually not going to start off training. Well, maybe we can start off with 1 training here just to begin with, and let's put in for another motorized unit. We're going to go industrial focus here, research bonus for industry, and then yeah, we'll assign our division. So what are we missing in terms of resources? 10 steel and then 1 aluminum. So let's trade away. Well, the other thing was I didn't really have enough civilian factories to trade here at the moment. When we unpause, we may get some from this oil exports here. Let's try it out. Unpause. Starting out at a 2% world tension, obviously. Ethiopian-Eritrean War. New Security Council members. Okay. And is that war still ongoing? It is. So if I take a quick look over this way. Yeah, Atria up here. Not really able to see any action here as of yet, but that's okay. In fact, we're going to go to a speed 5. Kuala Lumpur. So is the law. Political power, stability decrease. I'm going to take the huge political power hit here just to increase stability. Just helps things overall with the country. So let's give you a general. We've actually got a field marshal. A couple level 2 generals here. So let's sort by skill just to make sure. Yep. We'll give this guy level 2. Teal group. Let's just put you on a border here to get going. And then this guy, I'm going to create a new grouping here to go exercise. Start getting some of that nice, juicy army experience going. Okay. Egypt takes control of the triangle. So if we look at our production values now, yeah, we do need to plug in a little bit of equipment there to the front lines as they continue to exercise out and such. One support equipment is being delivered. Okay. 570 or so more in infantry equipment to get that up and going. Looking good. And then we're starting to stockpile the mechanized units here as well. Lots of trucks needed. So, industrial focus, we're sitting right on it here. Civilian industry is probably going to be the one I pick next. Getting some nice bonuses here. But I've got to hit up all 3 of these to get that. Resource focus. Can get a little bit of steel in. That's really only 2 steel. It's not going to help out a ton. But I can get another number of factories here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total here and 5 total here. That's going to be super helpful to fuel the war machine going forward. Finally back up in a positive political power here as well. Nice, nice, nice. So I've got my one guy over here exercising. Signed a white peace there with the Ethiopians. Algiers agreement. 6% attrition that we're taking there. But again, I want to make some nice even combat widths there for my divisions. Russia goes to war. Chechnya. Industrial focus is now done. Let's get that civilian factory in ASAP. Help out the construction process here. Yeah, Chechnya falls there pretty quickly, as to be expected. I can still get a military theorist, but we're going to use that political power towards other things. You can see we're primarily conservative. Next election is 2003 in February. National spirits, we have 5% factory output. Commonwealth of Nations member here. Daily political gain 0.05. Plus 15% war goal time. So we can justify wars, it's just taking a while. African Union member. Not a formal faction on the map mode yet there. Early mobilization. Partial is really what I want to get to. We have to be fascist, nationalist, monarchist, or communist. We could try to go fascist to try to get that and get the economy up and going a little better. Stability increased by 1. Yeah, I hate to do it. Lose some more political power. But we can't. We'll go ahead. And then political advisors. We have obviously a lot of choices. Do I have the... Where is he? I was looking for the fascist guy. Here he is. Fascist black shirt. So that lack of resources, it does hamper things a bit for us here in the production queues. But that's okay. Got about 9 months left on our first submarine. So I'm thinking, okay, good. Parliamentary crisis is now gone, so that's cool. If I look back over here towards the political side of things, okay, we've got fascism over here, path of order. So, national strength, path of order here. And then we could go like nationalism, etc. But again, we are trying to industrialize here a little bit. So let me actually pause here. That's annoying. Okay. Let's get the other military factory in next. Get that producing. Wanted to look back here at the economy stuff. Okay, we can be nationalist and still get the better items there. So if I take a quick look back this way, then wondering what's going to be better for us. Israeli forces retreat from southern Lebanon. National unity. Here we get some more national unity. I actually get a lower recruitable population base, but some nice division stats with organization and justify war goal time going down, which is cool. Neo-fascist doctrines. Alright, alright. Interesting stuff. Red dot site there, good to go. So let's pick a new research. So again, it is halfway through year 2000 here. We could get the modern support weapons, personal defense weapons, Gen 2, ceramic body armor, helping out the yeah, let's go ceramic body armor. That's helping out the defense and such. Get that up and going. Syria insults Israel over Golan deal. Yikes. Political power still making 0.87 per day there. And training actually coming now to fruition for new motorized brigades. We are going to want a little bit of a stockpile of equipment. But it's not really time to even worry about that yet, so let's just keep pumping those out for now. Combat width of 18. We can get to a 20 here pretty easily. Increase that stability a little bit further. 75% national unity. That's a pretty good way to start out. So you can see I've got... oh, we did not check on any air forces. Okay, I've got 12 fighters, 2 naval bombers. Not a ton happening there. About to have some new research slots here, too. Yeah. And so, unfortunately... Nationalist, Communist, Islamist, Military Industry 1 finished there. Let's go ahead and grab the infrastructure here so we can keep rolling on down that path. Where should I throw this extra factory? I think it's going to go into trucks. Motorized, that is a pretty big number there that we're looking at in terms of equipment needed. Right at the 600 mark there. Cool. You can see I've got my forces here on the Cameroon border. I think that's going to be the first target for us. And in fact, we should have enough power in these existing divisions to take Cameroon if we want to be pretty aggressive. Let's see. They're showing us having 5 divisions overall. Not a ton of manpower, no Air Force or Navy to deal with. So that's pretty positive. Okay, year 2000 here. We're going to go ahead and get the production efficiency growth here. And then I do have bonuses on, like, better robots, for example. 388 days, though. Factory output plus 20%. We are trying to industrialize, so let's go ahead and plop that one in there. So let's go ahead and justify here as well. Justify, conquer. 345 days, so about a year. Try to save some of that political power here. But let's justify it. And we can also go ahead and set a offensive line order here just for the bottom of the country. This shouldn't be too bad. Kursk submarine disaster occurring there. Tell our guys here to go like this. Boom, boom. Let's actually bring this guy back to the stockpile overall. There we go. So we'll just throw in our 12 little fighters there for some air cover. Probably not even needed. I wouldn't imagine, at least. There in Gabon. We can try to attack some of these smaller countries too, just to fill out this little area. You can see from a resources standpoint, we've got tons of oil, like we were saying earlier, but more oil to be had and a little bit of aluminum if we move down this way. Okay, parliamentary crisis over. 2000 Sydney Olympics there. And what happened to my political power? It was just gaining a bit. I really want to start trying to go fascist so we can fix the economy. Extensive. At war or 30% world tension. So we could go to limited, right? 0.5%, 1.5%. We could go up to limited there just to boost a little bit of manpower at some point. How's that production working for us now? Alright, well you can see rubber. Oh yeah, we had a couple units of rubber available to us. Infrastructure 1 finished there. Excellent. We're going to hit the industrial development here next. Civilian factory construction speed 10%. Military speed 5%. USS Cole bombing. Dockyard construction speed. So let's hit that up. That's going to be good for us. Then I'm going to start adding in these other factories. That'll give us an immediate boost there. In fact, we can probably start trading for resources at some point after doing that. Get some additional oil by going this way. Rare metals. Okay. We did want to swing down and either get the nationalism or fascism. I was just looking here. Okay. Monarchist. National restoration. U.S. presidential election happening there. Okay. So even though we've got to take a little bit of a manpower hit by doing that, going down that path, I think it's still worth it. Mobile warfare is about to be finished up here. We're going to hit the delay here next, and then eventually, you know, we'll get our Volkssturm and non-discriminatory manpower bonuses, since we've got primarily mobile units anyway. I'm pretty sure that's the right doctrine tree to go down. Okay. Mobile finished. Good stuff there. We'll hit you with delay here next. Ceramic body armor now done. So taking a look back here at the infantry stuff. Yeah, this helps out the motorized guys as well. So we're going to go modern support weapons there. 165 days. Starting out with 4 research slots, which is pretty nice. Okay, coming up on the end of year 2000 here as well. Industrial development about to be done. I'm going to start taking civilian industries next. We'll sprinkle in some military industry focuses there alongside it. Okay, the motorized need now down to 400 or so. So that is coming down nicely after adding in that second military factory. Germany pursues European policy. Sweet. Okay, civilian factory go. Yeah, we need help because this guy's not going to be done until 2003 at this rate. That is pretty awful. Should we try to invest in maybe a steel plant here as well? We will at some point, but again, let's build up the factory stuff first. Okay, so the new sim software about to be finished out here. Could swing back around to engineering, or we could start modernizing in other areas. You know, for example, here we've got a pretty old mechanized unit. Model, rather. And we are producing that, so we could work on upgrading those. 106 days, 105 days or so. And in fact, we can get... that's the last one until 2006. So we'll produce a lot of these. Light mechanized here. Don't currently employ any of those in my templates. Could be added in, though. Like if we go to motorized, for example. Mobile, light mechanized. Or we could just go regular mechanized here. Field hospitals, engineer company. Those are nice things to have. We already have good amounts of... Yeah, we already have a full-blown 1990 tech tree here for all support battalions. Nice. Well, anyway, guys, just wanted to say thanks for watching. Again, this has been the Billy Bob HD. Please remember to like, subscribe, and/or comment if you've enjoyed my content, and we'll catch you guys next time.